Smile.
Yes, it's dinner on the boat.
Looks wonderful.
Yeah. No.
So, it's time to depart Bimini. We're going to head over to the Berry Islands, and this is our planned route. Was a little bit choppy and breezy getting started, but once I rounded the northern side of Bimini and started across Mackie Shoal, things settled down well. I had good wind for probably at least 2/3 of the trip. Um, Going across Mackie Shoal is kind of interesting. It's shallow, but it's a nice area to cross. Got into Great Harbor late at night, about 11:30. I decided to anchor out where I had plenty of room and then go in the morning in the daylight. And then I anchored inside the harbor.
Hi there, folks. I'm Lucy Lobster. And I'm going to narrate this little section here as we get ready to exit Bimini. We were pretty fortunate. We had a bunch of people who were able to give us a hand getting off of the dock. I should first off let you know that my responsibilities on the boat are being the chief navigator. I'm the one that tells us where we need to go. As a matter of fact, I'm really good at telling the captain where to go. I can do that with no trouble whatsoever. Sometimes he even deserves it. Anyway, getting off of the dock in Bimini isn't too bad. We were fortunate to be able to do it at slack tide. There's a little bit of a breeze. We just backed right out of our slip, and then we kind of rotated a little bit towards the sun and headed out of the marina. It wasn't too bad at all. Bimini is an interesting harbor. It's long and narrow, but it does have a channel that's pretty deep. They bring very big boats in there. The mail boat comes in, ships to deliver, all that kind of stuff. The water is just absolutely gorgeous in the marina. Today, I checked the wind before we left. We were getting 15 to 18 knots of wind. Inside the harbor, it was pretty calm. But then the wind was out of the northeast. It was out of the northwest, and there's a little bit of a ridge there that was protecting the harbor and the marina. Give us some juice, Captain. Let's get out of here. We left right at sunrise. It's probably 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. After we got out of the marina and headed down the channel towards the exit of the harbor, you can see us coming around, and way off in the distance, yep, right there, you can see the exit to the harbor. I always enjoy this part of the trip. It's kind of cool getting out the channel. Good visibility. The channel's fairly well marked. There are aids to navigation, but you got to pay attention. You can't just be wandering around looking at the scenery. Like looking at that cloud up there. It looks like a big marshmallow. That one over there, well, I don't know what that one looks like. My therapist says I shouldn't pay attention to that stuff anyway. The further down the channel we get, a little more choppy it gets. We get all the way down here to the end and we round the point. You can start to see breakers on the shoal there. There's a shoal that comes off of that point, and so you have to go past that shoal before you can rotate out into the open water. You can see the wave action starting to pick up a little bit now that we're getting out. Not too much further to go. Again, the water is just so pretty, so clear. Captain said the other night he had some of my relatives for dinner. I'm still not talking to him about that. And once we get out of the channel, and we're out into the open water, it's time to get the sails up. And up goes the sails, and we're off and running. There's Captain out there making sure that we're doing good. He's all the way out on the bow of the boat. And we'll let the captain take it from here.
Well, I am out to sea, and I am hungry. And I am making myself home fries and pork chops. It's really not that rolly here. It got the pork chops in the oven already. And this is cooking at sea on a gimbaled stove. Sea conditions are pretty calm, so it's not maybe 1 to 2 foot waves, not much at all. But we're making 4 or 5 knots on a regular basis, so I don't feel too uncomfortable cooking down here in these conditions. And this is my meal, and I'm ready to eat it. And boy, am I starved. I didn't realize how hungry I was until I actually sat down here. And as you can see, we're just cruising right along. I'm out on Mackie Shoal. I'm about halfway over to the Berry Islands right now. It's under sail. I got everything up I've got, but we've only got about 12 knots of wind, and it's just not exactly from the best angle. But I'm doing what I can. We've been sailing though all day, so I haven't been using any diesel, so I'm kind of excited about that. This is something I don't do very often. I've got the inner foresail up, and I also got the Genoa out. I basically have everything deployed that I have, but the wind's going light on me.